Hey guys, I was just posting an update video. Basically, I won't be here from the 20th through the 27th because I'll be out on a cruise with my family. I wanted to give y'all a quick video on how to find and code your own program. I will obviously make a much better, more in-depth video later. I actually made most of that video about 10 seconds ago, but it got deleted for some unknown reason while it was being uploaded, and it's nowhere on my computer. I've searched, so I'm going to go through what I did. I was going to show you in-games examples of how to find your own addresses, like I found my own address and everything. Basically, you're just going to open up the process IW5MP. I don't have it open right now because I just closed the game because it was taking up too much memory on my computer, and I had it open IW5MP.exe. You would select it from this list if you had the game open, which, by the way, you do have to have the game open before you start searching. And I searched for my amount of experience, which was 720,950. And I looked the addresses. Green addresses are static, and black are not static. I will give you an example with, I guess, Minesweeper, since I'm not going to go through the process of opening up Modern Warfare again. Let's just do bombs, because you can't really do much with Minesweeper. So, Minesweeper, open up. Yes, I'll keep that just so it's on the bottom of the screen. You guys can look for it. 40. Oh, I'm sorry, I was in float because I was trying to give you guys an example of a different value type. Almost all values are 4 bytes, which all Call of Duty values are. If you're doing this just for Call of Duty, then you'll never have to change 4 bytes. You're going to enter in here. Make sure you don't have hex clicked. You're not entering a hex key. You're only entering a numerical value or an integer for 40. You're going to click first scan. Change the amount that you have in the game. So I'm going to change it. In beginner, you get less. You go to 10. So we're going to go to 10. And it doesn't want to work. That's not necessarily. Let's go from 10 to 40. I'm not an expert at hacking Minesweeper, so you'll have to chill out on the flames for why didn't it work. These by the way, black addresses, like I said before, like this one is what do I want to change? I'll change it to 10. Anyway, the reason this address is black is because it is not static. If I was to open up Minesweeper again, I would get a completely different address. This number would be completely different. And I will have to show y'all how to find the static version of that address later. But for basic purposes, this address will change every time. If it's black, that means that every time you open the program, close the program, in some cases die in games, it'll be completely different. All Modern Warfare addresses that I've ever found have been static defaultedly because they are all client side and there's no changes in them, which surprised me very much for something like Call of Duty. They obviously just ported this over to the computer from the Xbox version because they took no time in hack prevention or cheat prevention in any way. They were all static addresses, which surprised the crap out of me. I've never found a game where all of the addresses were static. So anyway, I can set this to 10. You see it didn't change, but whenever boom, I have 10. I can change it to 1 if I really wanted to. And I could probably click here. Oh, no. Now there's 1, sorry. New game. 1 mine. I'll probably click on that 1. There we go. There we go. I win! You just hacked Minesweeper. Okay, I'm done with Minesweeper. Anyway, you see this address right here? The 01CC050. That is your experience in Call of Duty. I'm going to delete this because it doesn't matter. This is a static address. That means it's green. If I was to open up any process like Google Chrome or whatever, you'll see some green numbers. Let me search for 40, I guess. There'll be something green somewhere in here. Yeah, green. Okay, here. Green. These mean that every time I opened up Google Chrome and was on whatever tab that was, these would never change. Obviously, you don't want to hack specific tabs of Google Chrome because you will probably crash your Google Chrome. I'm not going to change anything in there. And so what we're going to do is, apparently there is an address 01cc050. That's why you see this ridiculous number. Don't worry about that. 01cc050 on the process iw5.mp or iw5mp.exe, which is what you would see here. This address is linked to your experience. I just made this example file, which I will be uploading with this video for you guys, and so we're going to open this back up. And, oh yeah, it's still open. Sorry. This is the code you're going to get. It's going to look like this. You're going to get these things, and I'm going to explain basically what they do. I made a text box. Just drag the text box out of the menu, which, by the way, you can just press Control-Alt-X to open up the box if it's not there. And I made a text box. I'm not going to obviously keep that one on there because it's stupid. It's text box 1. That is the name of the box. This is the computerized name of the box. The text that you see, or anything like that, is under text. Anything you see visually is marked as text. The computer sees it as text box 1. Do not change the name text box 1 if you're trying to copy and paste my code, because obviously it won't work. Text, however, can be changed to anything if you were making your own version. If you wanted the title of this box to be Flapjacks, it's probably 2 words, but anyway, Flapjacks, boom. It won't matter. You can still copy and paste my code. Doesn't make any bit of difference. When you first copy my code, by the way, you're going to open up a Windows Form application from the list, which I will show you now. If I didn't want to open up the file that I'm going to be pasting, if you just want to do this on your own, you would get Microsoft Visual Basic 10 Express, which is what I have. It's free. And you'd open up a Windows Forms application. You can name it to whatever you want. It doesn't matter. And then you would get a blank box that said Form 1. You would just drag on all your stuff that you wanted. And the only thing in this right now, if you were just to do this, is the button. This text box does absolutely no coding behind it. You literally have 0 coding on the text box. Hack, however, the button has coding. Here's the coding for that button. I'm going to basically give you a quick description of all of the things you see on the screen. Public class means that this can be used by any other class. Private means that it can only be used by this class. Classes are the program. If you have more than one program, which in this case you have to load in somebody else's program. I did not make this program. It's called Reading Writing Memory.vb, which means for Visual Basic. This was not written by me. They did not leave a credits behind it, so I cannot give them credit for their work, or I would. And this was not made by me. This is a ridiculous amount of coding that I have never even come close to touching. That is crazy coding. I don't want you guys to be frightened by that. This is about the coding that you'll have to do. This is pretty simple. And so you now understand that private and public means public, anybody, any class, if made more forums, any class or any forum could use it. Private, only this one can use it. Sub means that this is a sub-article for the class. This is for the button, basically. Anything in between sub, this is for the checkbox. This is for the combo box. Combo boxes are the little drop-down menu. And I'm going to go through each part of this. I'm not going to retype it because I hated typing it the first time because it's boring. Basically, what I do here is I dim I'll just explain this. Dim. Dim is dimension. What do you want? A variable. Any variable that you wanted.